BJ Betts, Bob Tyrell, and others. All of these can be found at courses.reinventingthetattoo.com. Also, before we kick off, we do want to thank our sponsors for allowing us to offer you this community for free. We've got World Tattoo Events at worldtattooevents.com. They are the largest, most comprehensive resource for tattoo events in the world. Lots of stuff is updating as conventions are rescheduling like crazy, so be sure to visit their website to stay up to date. Also, Inkjet Stencils at inkjetstencils.com. Print stencils from your mobile or computer. Save your time, your hands, or your apprentice's hands. They have webinars and free samples on their website. Also, thank you to Raw Pigments, an ink company that is tapping into the source with acrylic-free pigments that have been impressing artists across the globe. You can find them at rawpigments.co. Also, D-Lyze Pro, known internationally as Dermalyze Pro. Protect your art. If you are using saran wrap, watch videos of tattooers to see what it's all about at dermalyzepro.com. Also, of course, Tattoo Now, which is tattoo technology for tattooers. Thank you, Gabe, for more than 25 years of such an awesome platform. Also, the founder and inspiration behind Reinventing the Tattoo, Guy Aitchison. Find his biomech encyclopedia, DVDs, machines, paintings, and all of this at guyaitchison.com, as well as our affiliates from the Fireside Tattoo Network, the Apprenticeship Diaries, and eco-friendly tattoo-supplies.com. Before we jump off here, I would like to invite you to join or beam into some of our real world events. This October 3rd to 6th, we have our Paradise BYOB at paradisebyob.com. You can find more information about the different shows we're webcasting live and some of the different displays that we will have there. Also, November 12th to 14th is the Brussels Tattoo Convention. We'll be going with Nick Baxter, Ivana, and Gabe to do seminars, beam in an art jam, subscriber exclusive meetups, and general ones. Next May 20th to 22nd, you can find us in Hell City, Columbus. Next July 8th to 10th, remember the date, everybody, the Rock River Tattoo Art Expo. There will be a reinventing track artist at an amazing venue that is easy to get to from anywhere in the world. Also, July 29th to 31st, the Rubber City Tattoo Invitational in Akron, Ohio with Tony Urbanic. Next October, the Paradise Tattoo Gathering is back, October 20th to 23rd. All right, guys, we welcome positive reviews on our channels and would love for you to follow us. If you'd like to host a reinventing event or to sponsor our community, you can contact us at management@reinventingthetattoo.com. Now to close, I'll be off in the background reading off comments. I will have my browser open to share inspirations, comments, and references. So let me know if you have any questions about anything. Thank you to our growing member crew of contributing artists, truly helping Reinventing reach more of the right people for the right reasons. Thank you for inspiring each other and everyone in our virtual Reinventing offices. All right, Rob, how are you doing tonight? I'd love to say hello and get my mug off the screen here. How's it going, Rob?
Doing fine, doing good, doing real good. Yeah, we're fixing to start a little show. We're gonna kick it off with Brian. It's a friend of mine. I'm sure a lot of you know who Brian is. He's a collector, historical collector, as well as a tattoo machine builder. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to Brian, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself, and he'll tell you a little bit about himself, and we'll go back and forth, and we'll look at some of the historical stuff that he's got to show tonight. We'll go ahead and pass to Brian. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Brian.
Hey, how's it going, Robert?
Doing pretty good, brother. How about you, man? How you doing tonight?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, nice seeing you.
You too. So, yeah, I tattooed for a very, very short time, probably back in 2011, 2012. And then I went back to the basics and worked as an apprentice, scrubbing tubes, cleaning, and then
tell him your full name, Brian.
Brian Liebert.
Okay, Brian Liebert. And where do you work? Who do you work with and stuff like that? Real quick.
Say that again, Robert.
Like, where do you work with? Like, what do you do? Like, what company and stuff like that? A little background like that first. Like, start off like that, like, if you don't mind. Like, where,
yeah.
like.
Yeah, no problem.
And your name, when I introduce everybody, I usually don't like to do their name, because if I say their name not 100% correctly, it makes me feel kind of funny starting right off the bat. So yeah, so and a lot of people, they don't know who I am. So I usually just tell them, hey, I'm Robert Shaal. You know, I have this show, and plus my name's up there most of the time. And sometimes I even change it to Euro Rob or stuff like that. But it has your name right underneath your screen and stuff like that. But yeah, just start with your name and stuff like that. Brian, sorry about that, bro. And then just tell them like where you're from, and then kick it off with like like you exactly like you were doing, bro. Like how you started off in the tattoo game. Perfect. Kick it off. Bang, bang.
My name is Brian Liebert. I'm from Farmingdale, New York, on Long Island, New York. And I run the Philadelphia Eddie Tattoo Supply Company, which I wouldn't have if it wasn't for Penny Funk. And I'm a tattoo history collector, machine collector, and I build tattoo machines as well. Not that often, maybe a couple a year, but I started that back in about 7 years ago.
That's cool. That's real cool. And I already asked you if you had any machines on, but like you said, you make them and then boom, they're out the door. So yeah, that's always a good thing though. That's always a good thing. I'd rather somebody want my machine than me have 25 machines just sitting around. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
I only make them to order. So if somebody requests something, I'll make it, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome, brother. Yeah, I'm glad I got to meet you, man. And when I first met you, I met you on, I think it was, I'm not positive, you might remember more than me, or maybe I might more, but I think it was a historical tattoo page. Was it not?
Oh, on Facebook, probably.
Yeah. And I was looking for stuff for the museum or for the stuff that I collect and the area code that I collect. And you were a big part of that, man. We won't get too much into all the stuff that I had you help me find. And yeah, you went on some good missions for me, and I always tagged my name.
Well, there's that Zeiss sheet that you got for me.
Honestly, dude, to be honest, awesome. Yeah, dude, I have got a lot of stuff from you and through you. I could almost do 3 shows on just the stuff I got from you, bro. Yeah, and anytime, and I want to thank you for this, you know, kind of in person, but because a lot of times you would even tag my name, Robert Shaal, bam, bam, and then when I see that tag, it pushed me to that item. So maybe you wouldn't want the item, so it would give me an opportunity to get the item. So I thought that was really cool, dude, because you know what I'm saying, like. So it ain't like like some collectors will buy the stuff and then resell it for the money. You don't always do that. You'll be like, instead of even getting involved, you'll be like, hey, Rob, here's the item. Bam, bam, go deal with it. Because you know I was going to get it. You know I was buying it.
Yeah. I knew you were looking for it.
Yeah, so. You knew I was, anything you ever put me on, dude, I bought. Anything from my area code or my situation that you tagged me on or showed me or anything like that, I obtained it. Yep.
Well, I'm glad I could help you, man.
Yes, you know, yeah. So I appreciate
that makes me feel good.
Oh, dude. Well, I'm glad that you're on the show too. Just not with all the stuff that you've done that we're going to talk about in the show, but just the resources, dude. Because if anybody wants to get stuff historically, if you're in the tattoo collecting game, reach out to Brian, man. I'm telling you, get on them historical pages and link up with them. And dude, I'm telling you, he don't collect New York stuff or Rockford stuff. He had a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff, man. I mean, impressive. Honestly, dude, mind blowing. I don't see how you can really remember stuff. When I write you and text you and you show me stuff and you tell me stuff and you're like, look at this and this and this and this, dude, I'll be 100% honest. Some of the times I'm like, holy shit, that's badass. I have no clue, bro. I'm no clue. You know what I'm saying? Because I usually stay in the 815, Illinois, Rockford, and, you know, Milton Zeis, Dot King, just, you know, people around here. But so I always respect the history when people are able to obtain a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, well, you know, I have a very small amount of stuff compared to other collectors and people out there, but I appreciate that, man. I really do.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we appreciate you collecting and showing it. That's what, yeah. Well, yeah, you know, everybody, well, dude, I have a real small amount of stuff, but the stuff I have is stuff that relates to me, my city, my town, and the stuff I love. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Right.
have to have a whole bunch of it, but the stuff I have, it means something to me. Like you too, you got a lot of really cool stuff, and you're not as scared to get rid of something for a different item, or you know, trade or barter, or put something in your wheelhouse that you like the Milton Zeiss stuff. You had that stuff for years. You collected that shit,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
then and then you were like, you kind of helped me out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it was a real good time. I got a lot of good stuff.
Well, I'll tell you something. There's definitely things that I've let go of that, I'll kick myself in the ass now and be like, oh man, I should have never let that go. Like there was this one Captain Coleman business
Oh,
card with his picture when he was younger
oh,
on it. Yeah. And I sold that and oh man. Yeah. And recently I was like beating myself up, I'm like, oh, why'd you do that? Why'd you do
yeah,
that?
yeah,
But it is what it is.
yeah.
It went to a good home.
Yeah, I went to a good home. That's the good thing. That's a good thing. I'm glad you said that too, because a lot of times after you kick yourself in the ass, you're like, man, I got rid of that. I shouldn't have got rid of that. But then if it goes to a good place, it's not quite as bitter. It's not, it doesn't, it's, if you know where it's at and who's got it, it's makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Well, what's the first item you want to kick off this damn thing with?
Um, how about we start with some Zeiss stuff?
Oh, that's right. Let's do it. I'm all about it.
All right, I got a Zeiss Deluxe frame. It's not a whole machine, but
And that might even be a good thing. Is it chromed?
yeah, it's chrome plated.
I wonder who chromed it. Zeiss probably chromed it, huh? Or someone after him.
No, probably him. I mean, you would know better than I do. You know a lot of the Zeiss
Yeah, yeah.
history, but it's chrome plated brass.
Wow. Well, yeah. That's cool machine, dude. That's a really cool machine.
And this actually belonged to Lefty Al Miller.
Wow. Yeah, that's a nice machine, dude. Real nice.
Yeah, he owned Lefties in California. But the next one I got, and I forget for the life of me the actual model name, but everyone calls it a Zeiss T-Top.
Yeah, yeah. And that's chrome too.
Yep.
Oh, is it polished?
Yeah,
That's polished, ain't it?
uh
Is that
no,
pitted and then polished?
yeah, it is.
Wow, they did a good job on that. That's a nice job.
Yeah, because you could see that it
Yeah,
was cast. You could see it
yeah,
was cast.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, real nice.
I don't know if you could see the texture on that.
Yeah, oh yeah. I have both of those machines, and I mean like mint condition. Yeah, I got both of those. Those are two of my favorite machines. I'm looking for
Well,
some more different ones though. If anybody's out there and has anything Zeiss related.
next one I have is a Zeiss Collection. I think it's about 108 sheets
Oh
of
wow.
production flash, and it belonged to Lyle Tuttle, and then Lyle Tuttle, it ended up in Tony Lucas's collection overseas in Spain, and I recently acquired it from Linda Hendricks at El Templo Tattoos. So
Man.
I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah, we can see. We can see.
And a lot of these are hand colored.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's
No,
nice.
I'm not gonna flip through all of them because
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
108 sheets
Nah,
here.
do it. Yeah, yeah. Flip through all of them, bro.
Yeah, you want to see them all?
Yeah, hell yeah, we want to see
All
them
right.
all. Yeah, we
All
want to
right.
see them all. Yeah, we want to see them. I got all those, not all those sheets, but those sheets so far. I have all those sheets. Those are really nice, dude. I'm kind of looking. I got all those sheets. I'm still looking. Hey, you probably have one that I'm really looking for. We'll see. Oh, that's a nice sheet, dude. That's a nice crybaby sheet.
Yeah, yeah. I love the
That's nice.
crybaby sheets.
That's nice. That's colored too. I'd like to see that one. Man, that's nice.
Yeah, I'd love to know who hand colored these.
Depending on how good they are, and depending on, you know, no one can sit here and say, but depending on how good they are, you'll be able to narrow it down. And if they're all colored and sheet wise, because Milton Zeiss, he would have like family members do it, couple other people, you know, in the neighborhood, you know, tattoo artists and stuff like that, depending on how good they were. But no, and just my opinion, that could be, you know, I don't know, too much. But I will say this: nobody was really killing it on the flash coloring. It ain't like Milton Zeiss was going there and just doing some beautiful, over the top work. It was just that when someone got it for an extra $5, you could get it colored in, and then whoever was around, stories have it, would just color it in for them, you know.
Right. Well, it looks like it looks like marker.
And it might have,
Yeah.
and honestly, and I know this because I got a lot of that flash. A lot of that flash was sold after Lyle passed away. They sold some of the production flash out like that to people, and I'm sure people colored it, you know, you know, I don't know, I'm just saying, if it's with marker and stuff like that, like if it's with like paint or inks, maybe even tattoo stuff, you know.
No,
But
actually, now that I'm looking at it, it's not marker. It looks like
a chalky
paint.
paint, yeah, like
Yeah,
a chalky
paint.
paint. Yeah,
Chalky paint.
that's that Zeiss stuff. Yeah, I would be willing. I would have to look at it in hand, but that's probably that Zeiss stuff.
Yeah, it definitely looks like chalky paint because you
Yeah,
can see where whoever did it went over the black production lines
and
with it.
yeah, exactly. And some people, yep. And there's other people in town, like Aaron Bloomquist, rest in peace, Jerry Rieger. But a lot of those cats, they know a little tad bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know what I heard. I know my uncles told me. I know what Aaron's told me, and I know what some other people told me. And I could sit here and tell you exactly what it says in this book or exactly what it says in this book. But
Right.
I'm just going to tell you my opinion. My opinion is, like I said, depending on how good that flash is done is going to depend on who did it. Whether it be Bob that did it, Dot King that did it, and Zeiss's family members. Because when he was doing that production flash, as you know, as I know, Milton Zeiss was a beast about it. He was about money. He was really about monies, the whole sword swallowing thing. He'll sell you a tattoo tent. He'll sell you pigments. He'll sell you a box. He'll sell you a box to put the box in. So if he can sell you stuff to do this, there's no way in a million years he would have been doing all of those production sheets. So not very many people even say or think that he did that. And my opinion, which just mine, yes, you know, I do. That's why I say I do the show sometimes. I say this. My opinion is this: when Milton Zeiss did something, he would put Professor Zeiss on it, or he would get that blue felt tip pen out, and he would do a lot of his sheets like that, like the sheets that I got that were spider webs that Milton Zeiss gave to Spider. They're all hand painted, and it's all hand drawn Milton Zeiss, you know, Professor Zeiss on it. So that's another, and plus he told Spider Web that he painted those sheets, and Spider Web told the story to us. So I was like, yeah. So
Now, did he line them
it
as
just
well?
makes sense, and I just, just keep putting the dots. Did he what? Yes, he did. He lined them.
Cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
he did exactly what they were blue line sheets, kind of like that, and then Milton Zeiss, he felt tip outlined all of the outline and then hand painted them in, and that's another way that I think, or when I see production sheets like this, Milton Zeiss kind of would go over the outline real crisp, almost to where you couldn't even see the outline. You have to look real close. Like if I'd have to pull the real sheets out. These are a print of the sheets, so I don't mess them up and hand job them all around town.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But if you looked real close, you can see that they were blue line sheets, because I don't have no actual blue line sheets. So unfortunately, but yeah, they're super, super cool. I have a lot of, well, I have not a blue line, but I have a lot of all of those. And those are kind of not even, those ain't blue line. Those are kind of like a black line. And depending on what sheets those are, some of those might even be that onion skin paper. Do you have onion skin sheets in there?
Doesn't look like it.
There's very few of those. They're real early. Like Milton Zeiss's first sets. I mean, there's not very many around, not very many at all, because they're printed on such thin paper that just gone, deteriorate. That's nice. Is that hand drawn? I mean, colored?
Yep.
That's nice. They did a good job on that. See if you can hold it up right by the camera just for a second.
That's the one you want to see, right?
Yeah, those are colored really nice, man. Yeah, those are nice, dude. Those are really nice. When we have that Rock River Tattoo Art Expo, if you come on down, bring that, dude. That's nice. That's a good solid collection of flash, man. I have, yeah, I got all those, dude, but those are beautiful. I don't have a color like that. I
think these are Ralph Johnstone.
Yeah, I'd like to have those colored like that. Oh, that's nice. Can you put that one up to the camera? All those girls, pinup girls. Yeah, dude, that's cool, man. That's super, super, super cool, dude. And right by Jesus. Isn't that something? Bless their hearts. Those are cool, man.
Yeah, this is something that would stay as a set.
I don't have that. I don't have those. I don't have none of those minis.
Yeah, these are Ralph Johnstone.
I don't think I'd have to look and see, but I know I don't have those pinups. Yeah, those are super cool.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Wow, that's nice. That's I think I do have that sheet, but those are really nice. Excuse me.
There's another one.
There's another one not colored. Oh snap. That's cool.
Couple of geisha.
All right. I'm looking for a particular sheet as you go through there. It's a sheet. That's a nice sheet too. It's like it has the same sheet as the lettering on the sign. It's a rare sheet. Those are cool.
I think, was this Grimshaw?
I'm not sure, to be honest, dude. If I said I'd be lying, but yes, that sure looks like it though. Yeah, I probably not the top sheet, not the top sheet.
Yeah, the top sheet as well.
Let me see. I'm squinting. I ain't got no glasses on. I don't know, man. Yeah, that's I don't know. There's so many sheets that he's sold.
Yeah.
That's nice too.
This one?
Those are cool, dude. Yeah, that's a cool sheet. I bought that sheet off eBay, hand colored.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, someone hand painted it, and then when I got it, it was a real production sheet, but somebody recently had colored it because whoever did it did a fire ass job on it. But I thought it was old, but when I got it, the listing was a little bit different than what it appeared.
A little misleading, huh?
Yeah, it was a little misleading.
Yeah. There's a lot of that on eBay.
Yeah, you be careful.
I stopped selling on eBay years ago.
Yeah, you'll end up with some almost cool stuff. Yeah, that's a gold mine of right there. That's a solid collection, dude.
There's that sheet again,
Yeah,
just uncolored.
yeah. That's good though. I like that. I really do. If I have one colored like that, I always would like to have the one uncolored, and then I'd like to have it with the stencils if I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that sheet you gave me. Well, not gave me, but almost gave me. Well, yeah, I did give me. You hooked me up with this one, and then I got this one with some of the stencils that I actually got from
Oh
you.
yeah. Wow.
Yep. And then I got this in the 4-piece set, real new, that I think I got from Danielle. I think I got that from Danielle. Yeah.
Wow,
Yep.
that's awesome, man.
She actually helped me out with a lot of stuff, man. Man, bless her heart. Give her a little shout out because Danielle from Wild Tuttle's place.
Danielle Boyardee.
Man, she hooked me up with a lot of stuff, dude. I mean, that's how I can say I have almost all the flash from him. It's but not really. It's just talking out my ass. But yeah, I have a ton of flash, all mint condition and everything, thanks to her, man. And even the stuff that was rare, she hooked me up with. Anything that was allowed to be sold, she hooked me up with. So yeah, appreciate, shout out to her.
Sure. She's a good cookie.
Yeah, she's a beast. Yeah, she's a beast. But yeah, man. So what else you thinking and showing?
I have. Let me see. I have a Smith and Howard, original Smith and Howard machine that belonged to tattooer Milo Anthony.
Oh wow. Nice spring, huh?
Yeah, it's you got to see the size of this spring, man. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just flat and wide all the way around.
He's doing it big.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool, dude.
I
What
mean,
year you think that is?
You know what? I'm really not sure. I don't know a lot of the history on Smith and Howard themselves.
Yeah. That's an old one. That's an old one though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice one to have in the collection.
Oh yeah, it's got the old crystal radio binding post on it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I've got a Rollo, not a Rollo, I'm sorry, a Jonesy that was owned by Greg May and then was modified by Mike Malone. It was sent out to Hawaii. Let's see, he put the little quick change on it.
Very
don't know if you
cool,
can see
man.
that good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
It had no cap on it, so the spring, it burned right through it.
Sometimes it happened like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's a cool machine.
I got a Paul Rogers. Now,
Yeah.
originally when I bought this, there was a lot of controversy on whether it was real or not, as there always is with a lot of these things. But I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I know I don't know if you got the pictures,
I've seen it. I've seen it.
but it has it on both armature bars, the stamp that say Paul Rogers on it. At the bottom of the frame is stamped Paul Rogers. It's a little worn down. I don't know if you can even see that. But the armature bar, I mean, this thing hit the core so much. It was tattooed with so much. There's almost a hole halfway through the armature bar from hitting the core,
Yeah.
slapping down on it.
Yeah. And the pictures, you can tell that was someone's daily driver. They tattooed with that for decades. I mean, yeah. The indentions on the other side of that armature bar are almost probably, I would say, the deepest I've ever seen. That's crazy deep. Those are crazy deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was
So
a lot.
yeah, that's a nice machine. That looks like a nice 4th of July machine, 4th of July edition. Yeah, that's real nice. That's a real cool machine.
I noticed
So-
Litos from before, guys say that tiger image flash was done by Sailor Jerry.
Okay, was it? Yeah,
Oh,
I wasn't
really?
sure. Yeah, good. That's a lot of that flash that he was putting out, man, and selling. It's hard. It's hard. If anybody says like me, I don't. So if I say I know, I try not to say I know. Like when you ask me, I don't. Man, he sold so many different people's flash. It's just like shit. You have to almost really know that individual whose flash it is because he did so many different people's stuff. But yeah, I appreciate you, man, shouting that out to us, man.
Yeah. 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 I didn't
good
know that.
shit. That's definitely why we do the show. To look and learn. That's cool. What is that? What you got there in your hand?
I got a Jack Armstrong machine with Dennis
Okay.
wire coils on it. This was owned by Philadelphia Eddie.
That's cool, dude.
I had purchased it from Penny Funk when we first met.
That's a real cool machine.
Yeah, he would put these 3-piece kits together and go to conventions and sell them all there. And then I've got some Lasko frames. Lasko was the LA tattoo supply company that was owned by
Oh,
Lou Lewis and Ernie Sutton. And they would buy Jonesies and modify them.
that's
See how
nice.
they would flatten out the support
Yeah.
bar.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then they chromed it. Is that chromed?
Yeah, it's chrome.
Oh, that's cool.
And then this is just a brass Jonesy frame. this was owned by Lefty Al Miller.
That's real nice.
Yeah, and Lefty Al Miller tattooed out of Honolulu, out of Hawaii, with he worked with Sailor Jerry in Al's uncle's shop for a while, and that brings me on to the next thing I was going to show,
Yeah.
which is an original Al Miller sheet of flash, hand painted, and this was done at that same shop. Let me see if I can get it where it doesn't have a glare. It's hard.
That's nice.
Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
Those
Oh,
eagles, it's like the shading on those eagles.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude.
So I'm actually writing a book on Al Miller at the moment. And that'll be published probably sometime next year. And it's going to feature a bunch of flash, you know, his history and machines and frames that he owned. And actually, I got to give a shout out to my my buddy Roy Bither. If it wasn't for him, I would have never came into that collection. But I probably have one of the biggest Al Miller collections at the moment. So that's what brought me to figuring I wanted to make a book about him, because I had all this history, you know, and I wanted people to learn about him, because he kind of went not unheard of, but he's very underrated.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you I was gonna ask you how the book was coming. So how far along is it? You're almost ready to publish it, right?
No, next year. I still have I scanned everything, but I still have a lot to write, and just formatting the book, you know, as far as images and, you know, page layout and everything. You know, I do all that stuff myself on Photoshop. So, and then I send it out to the publisher.
Oh, okay. Okay, very cool. Well, I know that's gonna be time consuming, huh?
Oh yeah.
Also, you guys, I do want to show you something. Thank you to Litos for sending this over. And go ahead and check out your screen to see what we're looking at.
Oh yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
cool, dude.
Cool.
That's real nice. Did someone recent color that, or was that no? That's old. That's old, ain't it? That's yeah. Is that hand painted?
He's watching. We will ask him. Thank you also for sending that over so quickly.
Yeah, see it. Yeah, those things hand painted. Almost.
Yeah, it looks like
that's a nice sheet, dude.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. On the flash side, what other kind of flash sheets you got that you wanted to show? Or just that, is that the one you were talking about?
That was the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
And the Milton Zeis production stuff.
Yeah, that Milton's them production sheets are off the chain, man. Those are off the chain. Yeah. If anybody's out there looking for any Milton Zeiss production flash, original, real stock, reach out to Danielle from Lyle Tuttle's estate, because she has stuff and she's below reasonable. I'll say that. I mean, you go on to a couple sites, I could give you a couple pages and forums, and I'm sure a lot of people that are even looking at this show already know some of those. So we ain't even say none of those places. But look at Danielle and go to her, because she has a lot of Dot King as well. Like these sheets of Dot King. This came from her. I believe this big sheet came from her. Man, I can show you a whole bunch more stuff. But yeah, go to her if you're looking for some of those sheets, because that book that you have, that Lyle Tuttle or whoever put it together, that was put together from Lyle Tuttle's stuff. That book, she has probably, I'd say, a quarter of that flash still in stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and like I would say, I'm not positive on the date, so but I think like in 1986, Lyle Tuttle and no, yeah, I think 86, Lyle Tuttle got with Mary and family members and bought pretty much all of the flash and all of the stuff from the Milton Zeis house, pretty much from the whole storehouse, got all this stuff. So
That's
that was
amazing.
that was pretty much the end of all the flash, and nobody really went over there no more, and they didn't really have much to do with the tattoo. They didn't want to be a part of the tattoo community or anything like that at the time. And it was, I think, Joanne, which is his daughter. Just not a lot. They just really didn't want much to do with it. So yeah, but they got rid of all of that to Lyle, which like I said, if you want to obtain some of the stuff that you showed in that book, reach out to her through Instagram probably. Yeah, I'd say Instagram is probably one of the best ways to reach her, and just say that you heard it through Reinvent the Tattoos app. So what about those pigments? What about them bright pigments?
Oh yeah. Okay.
How'd you get into messing? First of all, how'd you get into the pigment game originally?
Okay.
Is that through meeting Penny, or would you tell the story? Yeah. Well,
all right. So back in about 2017, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Timmy Adams and Valerie Velvet introduced me to Penny Funk, Eddie's ex-wife.
Right.
And I thought I was just going there to buy a couple of frames to build on. So I get there, and we're bullshitting for a while, and I pick up the couple frames, and she goes on to tell me she has all the supplies if I needed anything else. So a couple weeks later, we got to talking, Penny and I, and she asked if I wanted to move any of her old stock from United. When her and Eddie started United back in the 90s, they split up years later, and she still had a bunch of stock left over. So I was like, all right, sure, see where it'll go. And I had to start some kind of business for tax purposes, so
Right.
I got her approval. We started the Philadelphia Eddie Tattoo Supply Company, and just started selling all old frames, powders, pigments, and a few years later, and here we are. And I kind of followed in Eddie's footsteps by seeking out. It took me forever, but to seek out a chemist and use Eddie's recipes to come up with, new sets of colors and powders. So now I'm getting powders in from him, getting premix, in from him. And actually, these are some of the bottles. That's True Dark Red.
All right.
Virgin Island Green. California Lemon Yellow. And Sunny Orange.
Nice. Yeah.
But there's about 31 colors now. So go ahead.
Oh no, I'm listening. Well, I'm actually breaking this little bud as I'm listening.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Are those the new colors that you said? You said you added some new colors. So those are the new colors.
Yes.
And how many new colors did you add?
I forgot what I told you. On top of there's 31 colors. but I just got in an extra, let me see, extra 19 colors.
So you got 19 extra colors. So wow,
Yeah.
that's a good set. And the recipe you're using from Philadelphia, Eddie's old recipe too.
Yeah, yeah.
And the
Penny had his
chemist.
old Penny. Yep,
Oh,
Penny. Not the
cool.
same. Not the same chemist.
No, right,
That
right,
guy's
right. But he's
that
dead.
guy's probably not. Yeah, that guy's probably not around.
Bless his heart. I mean, we mean
Yeah,
respectfully, he's passed away.
yeah. So it took a long time to find this guy, but so yeah, we're using the old recipes. Penny had them, so I worked with her and got
Very
them, and
cool.
yep, yeah,
Well,
and it's
that's
working out
cool.
great. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
working
real
out great.
cool. Oh, I see them all the time. And it's good to have that. And it's good to not lose that recipe. And it's good for the people that want to keep that tradition going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like that a lot. I really do like that. I wish if I tattooed every day, I'd have to order me a little set or a 4-ounce set. Maybe not a little set. 'Cause I don't like ordering little sets enough. Don't seem right. So what else you thinking about? You got anything else you want to show us?
I got a set. I got a. Oh, let me see if I can grab it. I got a Milton Zeiss tube.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, that's a nice one, dude. That's a real nice one too.
Yeah, it's in good shape.
What did you? I know you probably ain't gonna remember. What did you get that on? Do you remember
I
where you got that or what you got it on?
Yeah, I got this. This was in with about 10 other random tubes,
Oh, okay,
Zeiss tubes,
okay,
and yeah. And what I do with them is I display them on, the old Spalding um, uh, plexiglass stand, the rack. It holds 6 machines. They
right,
got
right.
they have the two they got the
Yep,
tube the tube holders in them.
yep.
Well, I put them on the machines, and then I stick them in each thing on the rack, because the newer grips, not these old, I forget what these are called.
Douchebag tubes.
Yeah, that's it.
I
Yeah.
almost
Um,
forgot too for a second.
yeah, the ones with the newer grips don't fit in those glass tubes that come on the Spalding rack,
Right,
you know, so you can't get them in there. So
right.
yeah, so I use the old Zeiss tubes for that.
They said they
And
probably sold more of them tubes for Zeiss tubes than they did anything else.
yeah.
What else you got there?
I got
Uh,
a set of original Jonesy coils.
oh, nice. Yeah, those are nice. Where'd you get those at?
Uh, got those through my buddy Roy Bither.
Those are nice, man.
Yeah, I picked them up from him. They also belong to Al Miller.
Oh,
Yep.
how long? How big is your book going to be? How many pages do you have in it, or how long is it going to be? Yet you have an
Um,
idea?
yeah, I'm not sure. It's definitely going to be over 100 pages long.
Oh, right. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, I was working on that book, and then simultaneously I'm working on it's a book of letters from Paul Rogers to my friend John Ranier.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's the book I was talking about.
Oh,
Because yeah, you were writing a Dear John book or something like that.
yeah, it's all compiled of letters. Now, Paul Rogers' letters, some of them, I don't know if you're familiar with them, but some of the letters that he wrote to people were 10, 12 pages long. He would write a few pages, and then if you look, they're dated later on. He came back to it like 3 days later, started writing again to that person. So, I mean, gosh, there had to be over 300 pages I scanned already for that book.
Right,
And
right.
that's all letters from Paul to John. Now, Paul taught John how to build tattoo machines through letters and on the
Right.
phone.
Yep.
And John supplied Paul with some of the hardware that he used to use. He used to get it from down in Queens and from a manufacturer down there. And so, you know, they would have friendly exchanges and everything. And John bought, you know, different machines from him and gained knowledge from him. So
Right, right.
I just have to finish going through the letters to figure out what I can and can't put in the book. Because, you know, there's some stuff in there they talked about regular life.
Right,
And,
right.
you know, some of that stuff's private. So.
Yep.
Guys, I do have something else to share with you real quick. We have a couple more minutes before we're going to close up, but another submission. Let's see, from Litos. He said that himself and Lou from Lou's Tattoos went to meet with Spalding back in the day, and he would like if I could share these with you.
Absolutely. We love sharing.
You see
Oh
that?
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
them.
that's yep, that's it. Yeah, that's badass. That's real cool. I'd like to have one of those.
I got that Supreme Deluxe at the bottom.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I got
Is
a
that-
couple of those. They still sell them.
They still sell those, huh? I should probably get a
Yep.
couple of those.
They still sell them. I think they're like 30 or 40 bucks.
Those are
Or
nice.
maybe they might be a little more.
They're worth it though, man. They're impressive. They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look really impressive.
I wish they
Especially
held
at-
more than 6 machines.
Yeah, that's something, especially if they have more than 6 machines. Like do a 10 rack or even
Yeah.
a double. You see like the one Lyle Tuttle has with all his displays, oh man.
Yeah. You know,
Awesome ones.
Sailor Fred had a display like that that he used to take around in his carnival, his traveling museum. And it's this big display. It's like 5 foot by I don't know how many feet, but it's got all, you know, little tubes sticking out of the top, so you can attach machines to them by the tube vise.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. I like how they did the whole thing acrylic like that, see through instead of stainless steel, because you can display them in a real nice, fashionable way.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are classy, real classy. Here's that book I got from you. It was in a different binder. I rebinded it all.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, all that the lesson book. Yeah, I want to show you real quick. All these letters.
Can you get a little closer? Oh, cool. Wow, that's trippy.
Right?
Yeah.
These were like special edition pages in the back.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, badass, huh?
Yeah. I like the shield border.
Yeah, you were talking about 2 different types of letters. You were talking about the letters, and then I was like, oh shit, man, I want to show them letters in that book. And then I was thinking about asking you about the book, the letters book, the Dear John letters, because when we were talking that time, you were telling me about all the Paul Rogers letters, and it was just so many of them that you were writing the book about them and stuff like that. So yeah, that's good to see that you're going to be getting that out too. I didn't know that you were doing the other book though. How long have you been doing that book for?
That book, God, that book for the past 6 months. Yeah, about 6 months.
Man, that's got to be a.
Well, running the supply business, plus my girlfriend, she helps with it big time.
Right.
So it's hard for me to do a lot of that stuff because, like I was saying earlier, I didn't never finish my apprenticeship because I had multiple sclerosis and it caught up with me. I had to stop working in the shops. So I became homebound disabled and I started making machines out of a workshop in my basement. But my passion for the, tattoo machines and, the flash and everything, that's what I did with my time. So she picks up a lot of the slack, as far as, packing everything up, putting the powders in the bags, shipping everything out. So I depend on her a lot with that stuff.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's really cool, dude. When do you do conventions? Do you go to the events or conventions?
No, it's too much for me, man.
Just too much time. Too much time. Huh?
Not too much time. I got to sit in a wheelchair the whole time, and it's uncomfortable to be in a wheelchair for like,
Oh,
6 and 7 hours at a shot.
I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah, your ass starts to go numb,
Right. Right. That's why you didn't keep tattooing.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
But
my back would be broken by now.
That's cool though, man. Not cool but it's cool that you kept going on with your passion. Even though you went into the tattoo game and you were gonna do the whole thing and you were actually doing it. It's kind of crazy that that your passion still thrives. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like beating yourself up or whatever, at least you you stepped forward and you just kept going forward, dude. Because I see you, I'm friends with you, so a lot of people don't know you, dude. They don't know your struggle. And I'm sure you probably don't want to talk too much about it, but dude, I see you making moves, dude, and getting out of your chair and doing the stuff, man. So it ain't like you're just sitting around, bro. You're actually doing shit. That's why I asked maybe if you were coming to the show. So I always see you like in the gym and shit. So I see you actively doing shit all the time, kind of. I mean, so yeah. I mean, but
Yeah, thanks, man.
if you ever do get out, man, shit, we're gonna be having this show, and I'm sure there's gonna be a couple shows coming around your area, ain't there? Or do they have any shows there, or is it just really just too taxing? Is it just really too taxing? Because I get it, bro. I understand too. I understand.
If it was close, like, and I'm talking about,
in
within
your city.
Yeah, like a 20-minute ride, 25-minute ride. If it was like that, I could probably go to it and, if it was a small show and spend a couple hours there and it would still wreck me for a few days.
Oh, right.
Physically, it ends up like putting me in bed for a few days.
Oh,
but,
right.
But that I could do traveling like to Philly, which is a couple hours. And every year I tell Penny Funk, like, yeah, I'm gonna go. like, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea, and then when it comes closer, I'm like, yeah, you're right, I'm not going. Because I think about it,
Right. And heart you're going.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No,
she always takes pictures and stuff, but tells me how it was. So
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, she's cool, man. She always from day one. I didn't know you guys were friends at first. I don't even know why I didn't even put probably because I met you before. I don't know. When did you first meet Penny? Not too long ago, right?
2017.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, that would make sense why I didn't know that you didn't. Yeah, you didn't know her then. But yeah, she is. She speaks, dude. I'm telling you, she does. She speaks, man, phenomenally of you, dude. She does, dude.
Yeah, she's one of my best friends, man.
Yeah, she's cool, and she is cool, dude. I mean, I can see how she'd have a slew of her best friends. Because I'm telling you, she's ass kicking cool, bro. Yeah, I'd like to hang out with her.
Very cool.
Yeah, when we do a convention or by her or somewhere's near her, I can't wait to hang out with her for a night.
You going to Philly?
I want to. I would really like to. I want to do a few of these shows, because like they were saying, we're doing the Rock River Tattoo Art Expo, and we want to go to some of these other events and spread some love, show some time there, and see what they got there, and see what they're
Okay.
doing, see how they're doing their shows, see kind of what they're doing, you know. So yeah, I kind of want to go to a couple shows, but I've also want to be safe, you know. I don't want to get too crazy, but yeah, I think I
I know.
definitely want to go to a couple shows, man. But yeah, I'm just not sure if that's one of them, but if it's on our agenda, I'll definitely be there. But I gotta check with my wife too. I got my wife, and she's like, I'd like to say 50% boss, but in all reality, she's like 65% boss. So yeah, I figure it all out. But yeah, I think we're gonna be going to the. I've been talking about going to the Brussels shows with Gabe, but I still, yep, Gabe's gonna probably bust my balls. But yeah, I gotta get my passport to go to that. I've never left the country, so it's gonna be exciting to actually get to go to that with Gabe if I get my passport, which I'm gonna be getting, Gabe. So I'm gonna be working on that. But yeah, we got a lot of things coming up real soon, man. It seems real
Cool.
soon. Yeah, it really does. Well, Brian, I think man, we've talked for a little bit, and if you got any other things you want to show us, we'll be more than willing to stay and check them out. I know we set up like probably an hour's worth of stuff to show and talk about. I don't know if you had time to show everything. Did you have any other items hanging around, laying around you wanted to show before we call it one of
No,
those late nights?
no, we could do it. We could do it another show. I got plenty of stuff to go over. You know, as far as collectibles and you know, tattoo history.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Well,
um,
I know you always keep it fresh, and I know you're always getting new stuff in, and you're always trading and buying and stuff like that. And I want to say, if anybody's out there listening, go on to the Reinventing the Tattoo app and log on, and then you can also go into the like marketplace store, and you can post stuff that you're selling or trading, or I'm not 100% sure on all the rules and regulations on that, but if you go into it, there's a marketplace on there, Brian, and you can post stuff that you're looking for and stuff that you're trying to share and switch
okay,
around, and you can get some new historical stuff, bro.
cool. Yeah, I
And
didn't
it,
know that.
yeah, there's a real cool marketplace inside of the app. So if there's
Awesome.
anybody that ever has any Milton Zeiss stuff, you put it in that marketplace, and it's pretty much probably gone. A lot of 815 stuff that goes through there, or we want going through there. Because I like to take a look at it and have the opportunity to purchase it for the museum. And the more stuff that we have from the 815, the more stuff we're going to be able to display for the tent talk. I'm going to be doing with Gabe at the Paradise Tattoo Convention. So I want to try to get as much stuff as I can. So keep it coming. And yeah, so if you got any other stuff, or Brian, you can see anything out there, you know, tag me, hit my name up, all that good stuff.
Yeah, you got it, man.
And if you got anything else you want to close with, or you want to send anybody to your supply company you and Penny got going with the inks, and maybe
Sure.
Instagram or something like that.
Sure. I'm on Instagram at Phila, PHILA _Eddie _tattoo _supply. And you can catch the website at www.philadelphiaeddie-tattoosupply.com, or just request me on Facebook under Brian Liebert.
Well, we appreciate everybody tuning in, and I'm sure we'll see you again real soon. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for stopping. Appreciate it, bro.